43 Hip Hop and Rap Facts. Rap music grew out of 1970s New York City block parties, isolating the percussion elements of funk, soul, and disco songs. MCs began to lyricize to the beats in between DJs, thus giving new birth to a new form of music. The first commercially successful rap albums were the Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight in 1979 and Curtis Blow's The Breaks in 1980. Rap was forged by Black and Latinx youth, largely as a response to poverty, urban crime, and cultural displacement. Scholars have referred to hip-hop or rap music as polycultural inasmuch as it grew out of a diverse blend of historical and ethnic traditions. Jay-Z is the most financially successful hip-hop artist. He reached billionaire status in 2019. One of rap's most influential early groups was NWA, made up of Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Yella, MC Ren, the Arabian Prince, and the DOC. NWA explored the realities of life on the streets. Rap has faced social backlash since its inception, with many calling for censorship of its often violent, homophonic, and misogynistic lyrics. Dr. Dre is one of rap's most successful producers, having discovered Snoop Dogg, Eminem, and 50 Cent, and produced for artists such as Michelle and Tupac Shakur. Rap and hip-hop have traditionally been dominated by men, with very few women able to achieve mainstream success. That is beginning to change, however, and notably, female rappers such as Lauryn Hill, Missy Elliott, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, and a few others. The best-selling rap album of all time is Outkast's 2003 Speakerboxxx The Love Below. Eminem's The Marshall Mathers LP comes in at number 2, with Life After Death by the Notorious B.I.G. rounding out the top 3. NWA's song The Police, released on their 1998 Straight Outta Compton, caused outrage. Many feared it would spark violence against law enforcement agents, prompting the FBI to send a letter of warning to Ruthless Records, who released the album. Many rappers live a version of the lifestyle they glamorize in their lyrics and face corresponding legal trouble. Tupac Shakur, the Notorious B.I.G., T.I., Ja Rule, and Lil Wayne are just a few of the hip-hop artists who have spent time behind bars. Initially viewed as a fad, then as dangerous fringe music, rap and hip-hop have established themselves in nearly every aspect of contemporary American life, from professional sports to children's movies. The concept of authenticity is a dominant theme in rap music, with rappers vying for status as being more legitimate, real, or expressive of true rap culture than other rappers. Hip-hop culture and music explores, among others, themes of racial identity, inequality, economics, masculinity, and violence. Modern-day rappers have some similarities with Viking skull poets and minstrels who memorized oral traditions and recited them in order to pass on legends, histories, and codes of conduct. Much like rappers, skulls often use humor, irony, obscenity, or boastfulness to get their points across. R&B and rap music are the most commercially popular genres of music as of 2017, and their popularity is still growing. In their article 100 Greatest Artists of All Time, Rolling Stone magazine included rappers such as Jay-Z, Dr. Dre, Eminem, Run DMC, and Tupac Shakur. Nicki Minaj is the wealthiest female rapper, currently with a net worth of roughly $80 million. The term hip hop was likely coined by Keith Cowboy, a member of the group Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, around 1975. The rap industry is estimated by Goldman Sachs to be worth roughly $64 billion. Rapping is also known as MCing. Afrika Bambaataa popularized the term hip hop, a term used lyrically by musicians like Lovebug Starski and Keith Cowboy in the mid-1970s, telling the media that the members of the emerging musical scene called the whole thing hip hop. Hip hop songs that focus solely on beat making with no lyrics are termed instrumental hip hop. The 1980s rap group Run DMC was hugely influential in bringing rap into American popular consciousness. An infamous rivalry between East and West Coast rappers developed during the mid-1990s. It arguably began when West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur was shot by unknown assailants in 1994 at Quad Studios while East Coast rival the Notorious B.I.G. was recording an album. The distinction between rap and hip-hop is not always clear. Originally, rap referred to the specific activity of MCing over a beat, while hip-hop referred to the broader aesthetic culture. One early criticism of rap music was that rap songs had no melody. By those within the culture, this was seen as missing the point, as hip-hop has always focused more on rhythm and rhyme than melody or harmony. Early hip-hop culture embraced four distinct activities, identified and grouped together by Afrika Bambaataa, which are rapping, beat making, beatboy, all known as breakdancing, and graffiti art. Beat making is the percussive side of hip-hop and can be done instrumentally, synthetically, or orally. The last form, where a person creates the beat vocally, is called beatboxing. Hip-hop music ran from 1973 and 84 is generally termed old school hip-hop, with new school hip-hop being from 1984 onwards. On July 18, 2017, hip-hop officially suppressed rock and roll as the most consumed music in America. Hip-hop music and culture are deeply steeped in African American racial identity. This has made it somewhat difficult for white rappers to succeed in mainstream hip-hop, though artists like Eminem and the Beastie Boys are notably exceptions. Hip-hop profits are projected to increase by more than double, around $131 billion by 2030. Hip-hop music and culture have spread across the globe and have influenced culture and music in places as diverse as Egypt, Japan, and the Philippines. Hip-hop went from being a largely underground movement into the mainstream during the 1990s. DJ Kool Herc, Afrika Bambaataa, and Grandmaster Flash were among the pivotal players in the emergence of hip-hop in the mid-1970s. New Yorker Sherry Sher and 7 other women formed the first all-female hip-hop group, the Mercedes Ladies, in 1977. The Mercedes Ladies, the first all-female hip-hop group, faced sexism and difficulties in their attempts to make it, with clubs booking them and then refusing to pay them for their performances. Sylvia Robinson, a former R&B singer, produced the first rap album ever recorded, Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight, in 1979. The feud between East and West Coast rappers centered on a rivalry between New York City-based Notorious B.I.G. and the West Coast rapper Tupac Shakur. Both were shot and killed, Tupac in Las Vegas in 1996 and the Notorious B.I.G. in Los Angeles in 1997. The murders of Tupac and the notorious B.I.G. are still unsolved, though most people in the industry believe that they are linked to the rivalry existing between the East and West Coast rap. The East Coast West Coast rap rivalry was complicated, but it revolved around issues of money, record deals, and popular perception regarding the legitimacy of each expression of the broader culture